I'm gonna be looking at comments. You guys have been eating me up just because Black Knowledge News has just been giving you news. Somebody had told me, "Oh, you must be a Trump supporter." I'm like, bro, I'm just screenshotting stuff, giving you the most updated, latest news. I'm running off coffee and sleep. Black Knowledge News. See, the new look when you're an independent media company like myself or a content creator that's independent, I want you guys to know something. I'm able to give you the news faster than CNN, faster than Fox News. I can I'm following multiple black, YouTube channels. Let me know how the audio is. Can y'all hear me? Check me out at Official Black Knowledge on YouTube. I'm gonna give you my guys more content. I follow multiple black YouTubers, people that have interviewed Jill Stein. I've done my own research, but I am real gonna say that I need to make more quality content for you guys in general. So I appreciate everybody tuned in. Hit that like button. Please make sure you subscribe to the Black Knowledge YouTube channel. We're gonna get into it. You guys have been eating me up on Instagram. Let me go ahead and go back to the Instagram. We're gonna go over some of these comments. You guys have been going in on on our Instagram. We're finna go to our Instagram. A lot of YouTubers and Facebookers have been going crazy about this. You guys have been going. Some people say, "Oh, Jill Stein took too many votes." Somebody said, the third party took the votes. But when I pull up the numbers, I'm going to pull up the numbers. I'm not doing any screen sharing right now. I have to download and get that technology up to par for you guys on YouTube. I will. I got to do some research to see how it's the cheapest for me. But Donald Trump got 71 million votes. Kamala Harris got 66 million votes. Jill Stein has 622,000 and Robert Kennedy 595, right? And they have more other people that's, Chase Oliver, the libertarian, excuse me, 500,000 votes. So basically, I'm going to just round it off and give each person 500,000 votes. So that's 2 million votes that even if they still went to Kamala, that would have put her at 68. And she probably would have went up to 48% of the vote, 49, and still would have lost. So you guys have been going in. So we're going to go in some of these comments on this page of mine so we can really get into it. Leave a comment. Let me know. I'm going to be looking at comments. For the people that know, I don't know, let me go to Official Black Knowledge real quick because, we got 213 comments, 362. Thank you for the update on YouTube. Thank you very much on the update. Please hit that like button, subscribe button. I'm reading comments. Y'all bear with me. Appreciate everybody tuned in. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what you're thinking. All right, the first comment on my page. Somebody said, American people are focused on the small things that don't matter. It started with each one of us. Somebody said $40 million in concerts. I mean, it was kind of crazy how she did push a lot of black rapper influencers in the South, specifically in Atlanta, even Florida. She kind of was spending a lot of money on those concerts to get black people, the shucking and jiving technique. We saw through that, I think. I think that was the issue. Hit that like button if you can hear me. I appreciate it. So I think that I do kind of agree with that one. What's up, Flip, Michigan? I'm going to do shout outs. Leave your thoughts. Somebody said Megan Thee Stallion twerking at her campaign. Exactly. Like Megan has a bad reputation with Tony, and then she coming out saying that things ain't, she oversaying this thing. Gail was all in my business. Of course, I was slept with this guy. Like, man, it's crazy. So Megan didn't help her, I don't think, Somebody said this, being the VP for Joe Biden hurt her, mostly in my opinion. I kind of agree with that statement, guys. We're going over the comments, chime in. I mean, y'all going in. I'm going off of what you guys are telling me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said Cardi B, Glorilla, Meg, Beyonce, and Sexy Red. I mean, look, she pulled out all the time. Only one she didn't get was Nicki Minaj. I mean, I even said that. I was like, wow, she got all the rappers, female rappers, bro. She is fighting so hard for this black woman vote. I don't know if black women saw through that. Where my black women at? Respond to me. Did you see that? Did you see how she tried to throw Cardi B, Glorilla, Megan, and Beyonce at you guys? You know what I'm saying? She even threw Taraji P. Henson. Don't forget about that one either, Chime in, leave your thoughts. I'm reading comments as well as we continue to go. Somebody said waste of funds. Danny said it's a waste of funds. I mean, I kind of felt like that. I think that she should have probably spent more time in PA and Pennsylvania, and that probably could have been a good turning point for her. Can you guys hear me on Instagram? Let me know. Chime in. I appreciate everybody tuned in. I am live on our YouTube channel as well. Please subscribe to the Black Knowledge YouTube channel if you have not at Official Black Knowledge. Just look us up, you'll find me. Some more comments. Somebody said we Democrats and liberals are making a mistake thinking it's about policy or her. This is about white power, keeping it white. Women give us the illusion of change. Latino men think they gain access to whiteness. I mean, I'm not too sure about that, but I kind of do agree with the white power thing. Of course, that might have been a major issue. Somebody said white women and Hispanic men vote red. That's why she couldn't flip wing states. The only reason why anyone should definitely not put black people on a false narrative to fuel self-hate. Okay, I'm reading comments, guys. Instagram, chime in. Can you guys hear me on Instagram? I appreciate everybody tuned in. Somebody said her. That laugh was for me. Yeah, that laugh was kind of funny. And then she'd be laughing about her damn self. Like, just be laughing for no reason. Um, so, yeah. So that makes sense. Somebody said every single one of her policies and decisions are lies. She ain't laughing now. Wow, y'all going in. Said just didn't get the trust. Campaign ran like a publicity stunt. Too much deflection on the issues. Besides the fact she been in office for 3 years and ain't done absolutely nothing but play games. Wow, I mean that's you guys going in. You know, I have to like I'm going in like you guys are going crazy. Somebody said Las Vegas, we don't get real support every 4 years. Ignore the next 3. It was changed over the last 60, voting the same. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of black people in general, I mean, me, myself personally, if you want to know, like I always try to tell people, I'm very open about my political status. You know, I have not voted Republican or Democratic. I do not support those. And if I did, it would be the Green Party, and I would have personally voted for Jill Stein, me personally. Me personally, aside from black knowledge, ain't got nothing to do with that. Just me personally, I like the way she carried herself. I like the policies she did. I like the way she talked. She even went on multiple black YouTubers channels that I follow. So Jill Stein put in more work to me when it comes to the African American vote, and even her policies. Like I align more with the Independent Party than I did the Red Party or the Blue Party. Because the thing about me, this is how I always felt. Me personally, I kind of feel like the blue people, because I separate. I don't really like to use the name, Republican or Democrats. I like to call them people. The blue people think that blacks are minorities and think that they automatically got our vote because they are our hero and savior from the red people, because the red people never do anything for black people. Like they pretend to be our friends but do nothing for us, and then say, well, all our policies help everybody. We can't just make black policies or African American specific policies, blah blah blah. And it's like, I know the red part people don't do that, but the blue people, you pretend to be somebody, and then when you get in office, you do nothing for us. I mean, I think honestly, it just was a bad run for the Democratic Party. Me personally, I honestly believe that they really had a bad candidate. I don't think, I think they should have did an open Democratic, convention for everybody, so we can pick a better candidate. I really think that their candidate wasn't the best. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, I agree. A lot of you guys are commenting saying that she wasn't genuine, she wasn't real, she sounded fake. She always going and you guys, even including me, I've seen it. These word salads, what will be, what has come, and what shall be, but what hasn't happened, what will happen, but has to happen in the future. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, like, bro, this is too much. Like, what? Like, I understand Donald Trump ain't saying nothing about policies or whatever, but you're not making no sense. Do you feel me? You're not making no sense. So I really think, honestly, two things for me. Like, honestly speaking, when it comes to from an intellectual black man perspective, from my perspective, I feel like the Democratic Party did not have the best candidate they could have. They should have did an open floor Democratic convention. I get why they did it, because they was trying to keep Kamala numbers up to Joe. But if you don't know, I will probably report about it later. I don't know. But from my knowledge, I think Kamala did worse than Hillary. If I'm not mistaken, it's very close right now. I predicted 226, three, um, 226 Harris, 312 Donald Trump. That's what I predicted when I did my own little analysis and stuff of that nature. I haven't really done this on my YouTube channel. I try to stay out of the political game because, we guys, if you guys didn't know, we do have an app coming out called the Black Knowledge Network app is coming out soon. We are in testing, so stay tuned for that. Click the link in my bio section at Official Black Knowledge for the people that's watching and everything of that nature. I'm reading my comments on my last post. Y'all have been going in. I'm reading on YouTube and Instagram, so y'all, bear with me. Somebody, Miss Julia said, I agree the candidate wasn't the best. I mean, yeah, and then not only that, the second downfall for the Democratic Party, I was actually surprised when she picked Tim Walz for her VP pick. And I'm like, who is this guy? Like, I know Shapiro. Like, I even know Shapiro. I'm not big, but I'm like, okay, Shapiro is the governor of Pennsylvania that has the most electoral college votes. She needed that. She needed that. She really did to win. And it's like, I don't understand, I don't understand why, she picked him. And she barely won his state, by the way. They barely won Michigan, his state. They barely won it. Barely. Like, you feel me? So it was just really a bad, thing. I really think that, they was trying to just I think their strategy was, let's go for the middle class. Let's get black women. Let's get white women. Let's see if we can get white men. Let's see if we can maintain the blue wall, because she knew she couldn't get the young vote, the black vote, the Latino vote, and the Indian Arabian vote, whatever you want to say it, Arab vote, however you want to say it. No disrespect to my Indian or Arabian or Pakistani people of that nature, anything. I'm not trying to be disrespectful when I say this, but the thing is, I think she underestimated it. And not only that, her whole thing was, I come from a middle class family, and when I almost graduated high school, my mom was able to purchase a house. And it's like, well, I come from working poor. Yes, I joined the military, I served my country, but when I go home to visit my family, they working poor, fam. Like, you're not even talking to my people. I get that you're not gonna do nothing for black people. You said that. She straight up said that before she became the vice president, she's not gonna make specific policies for African Americans. And I'm like, man, why is it wrong for me to think that that's what we need when you got Jill Stein and the Green Party actually making reparations? You can go to Jill Stein website and she's break down reparations, how it's gonna get paid for, things of that nature. Let me read some comments. Okay, what's up, Miss Chambers? I miss you, Miss Chambers. I hope you're doing well out there, Queen. Somebody said, she said, my biggest issue was, where have you been for the last 4 years? I didn't see anything she did over the last 4 years. Yeah, I agree. Her job as vice president was the border, and she did nothing. And, even the newscasters and everybody called her out, and it's like, you haven't even been to the border. You're the vice president of the United States, and your job is to do the border. You haven't done it. I mean, for me, I think, what's up, Sierra? Man, it's been a minute, Queen. I got an app coming out. Hit me up. I need to get back to mentoring you. You need to holler at me, Sierra. Hit me up in the inbox. Let me see here. I'm reading right now. I'm reading comments right now, guys. Somebody say you're not just voting against her, but every black female in your family not voting. It's funny because the vote is for individuals. I hate, like, right now after the election, they love to say, oh, we failed because black men or Latino men joined Trump. I honestly believe when my analysis, me researching to give you guys the data, and you guys are telling me, you guys are upset like me. The candidate, it was the candidate. It wasn't so much black men, white women. Like, don't get me wrong, white power. Yeah, we can throw all these excuses out, but I'm going off of what you guys are telling me. Other black people. Just so you guys know what I'm getting at. If you look at my last post on Instagram, I wrote, in your opinion, what factors led to Vice President Kamala Harris' loss in the 2024? And somebody said she targeted ends and not black folks. Same thing happened with Hillary Clinton. I'm just reading you guys comment. Somebody said everything. Read this. Somebody said this. She showed no leadership qualities. Her focus was on abortion, which I see millions of people know nothing about abortions. a state-to-state legislation. She never discussed foreign policy, immigration, nor the Biden administration funding the war of Gaza. She turned it to a celebrity event, hoping to gain a popular vote. Her focus was in the wrong places. I mean, I kind of agree. I'm like, you didn't say anything about the working poor, working black. You just was a middle class, and when you went to high school, I'm doing her hand gestures. Like I studied this woman so much, and I've learned everything about her. What has be, what will come. Not even Trump. I mean, Trump won't even talk about nothing. I'm not even worried about that dude. But her, I'm like, yo, this is what we got. This is your savior. This is what black like. This is why I hate when people say, well, we just gotta keep Trump out of there. We can't just let him get it. He gonna just tear it up. I'm like, bro, she ain't. I mean, what's worse than what she's been doing? Like, I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying Donald Trump is not for black progression. That's facts. Let me tell you that. I am a Jill Stein supporter. I support independent. I support Green Party. I hate how the Republican Party and the Democratic Party controls that. Because if Jill Stein debated Kamala Harris, the whole world, it wouldn't even been this situation. Kamala, they didn't let Jill Stein go against Kamala because she would have ate her up, just like old girl did in Hawaii when she was running for president. That's why, if you guys were unaware, Kamala Harris was the first person to drop out of the presidential run when it was going against Joe Biden. Like, she was the first one. She gained no support, not even from the state of California. So, like, her positioning in this was very, messed up. I think they just had a bad candidate overall. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks for the thumbs up. We're going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep going live. We're going to be talking. Somebody said she definitely a character. Yeah, I mean, I feel like America, let's talk about Joe Biden and his, he swept it. Let's talk about that. Let's switch right now. I'm gonna read comments and everything. I'm on 2 different live platforms. I'm on YouTube reading comments. Joe Biden swept it 4 years ago, my bad. The whole world, he went Goku mode and went blue. Everybody knew he was gonna win because I think everybody was just tired. They felt like Trump wasn't doing the best with COVID at the time. But then, regardless, I don't think if it was Trump or Joe Biden, regardless, I think after a pandemic on a global scale, inflation went worldwide. You guys know I'm in Colombia, South America. That happened down here. It don't matter where you at, and I don't think it mattered what president would have been in the White House. It would have inflation would have happened. I don't know at this rate, but I think the things against the Democrats that was messed up was that, number one, they giving out money to Israel over and over, and then they giving money to the Ukraine. Like, black people are being shot and killed in America. Prices is 3-4 times as much. You got people like me, other black people and other people I know moving out of the country, traveling, literally Americans, not even just blacks. I know because I live in Colombia, and other people. I'm meeting so many foreigners, black people moving, people from the United States moving out of the United States because they don't like how it's being ran in general. I left after COVID. As soon as COVID opened up, I left because I'm like, this is crazy. So America right now, everybody's tired of these prices. Kamala ain't did nothing with the border. She ain't talk. She literally said, "I'm not gonna do anything for black people." Before she became vice president, like, what? Like, come on, that right there. You told intellectual black men and black women you're not going to do nothing specific. I think that America needs African American specific policies. That's why I support Jill Stein. Look, you can pull up the Republican website, Donald Trump website, Kamala Harris website, Jill Stein. I promise you, if once I get my channel big enough and everything, I can reach out to Jill Stein and she'll interview me. I know for a fact I can raise my hand and say I watched 5 different black YouTubers that Jill Stein, the Green Party candidate, went on and spoke on these black platforms like myself, and they went in. They was like, "Hey man, Jill, what's up with reparations? Donald Trump ain't talking about it. What's up?" And Jill say, "Well, go to my website, click my PDF. We got a plan in place." Well, what? Like, Jill ain't giving me this, with Kamala saying we got to do studies. That's what the Democrat Party say. We got to do studies on reparations. Bruh, I can make a whole documentary myself. I can make a black knowledge reparations video documentary. I can make a whole 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour documentary about reparations, and they still gonna say that's their cop out. We need to study reparations. Man, they've done studies in Houston. They've done studies in Atlanta. They've done studies in DC. You can Google reparations studies. Even Dr. Claude Anderson, who clearly fights for these rights in the White House and these laws and stuff. There's been the studies of reparations are done. They're done. There's been so many universities, whether they're private, whether they've been funded by the government, or whether they've been done independently by blacks. It don't matter. The reparations studies have been done. That's what Democrats say to cop out, say they don't got to do nothing for black people. That's what they do, fam. Let me read some comments. What's up, Cameroon? I see y'all. I appreciate everybody tuned in. Somebody said, but the border was a Congress thing. They canceled, but she never been to the border. Like, you know what I'm saying, herself. You said, I voted to protect you even out there. Okay, I'm reading comments right now. The Democrats and the government never delivered. I mean, I think that's what black people are. Black people see they do a bunch of things for other people, like the LGBT. Shout out to my LGBT people, my gay people, my trans people. I'm not knocking it. I'm not dissing it. But the Democratic Party seems to does way more things to benefit them than the overall African American culture as a whole in general. They literally got LGBT laws, and we just get the civil rights, which you should treat everybody as civil. When I tell people read it, they branded the Civil Rights Act of 1963 as a black fucking law, but it ain't. You need to treat every fucking human civil. They just put Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks' face on that shit. That ain't no goddamn black fucking law. Like, you should treat every human civil. Like African Americans need. And I'm gonna keep saying what they've been saying in the 20s, the 30s, the 40s. James Baldwin's spirit is inside of me. My people's spirit is inside of me. That's why I built Black Knowledge, to drop this knowledge on y'all. You feel me? We got to keep going. And they say the same thing. I'm gonna say we need African American specific laws. Go look it up. James Baldwin said it. Go look it up. Martin Luther King said it. Malcolm X said it. And guess what? 2024, independent, owner of Black Knowledge, Jasper Balaam is saying it. So when they look this up at 3020, there ain't no African American laws in America. Hopefully they woke by then. They were like, wait, they've been trying to, black people been saying we need our own laws. We do. And they won't do it. They keep saying minority. They keep saying immigrant. They keep saying like people of color. Like, no, you need African Americans. Yeah, I agree with you, Ms. Chambers. I have nothing against the countries, but we need to fix our own home. We definitely do. They just definitely keep giving out money to these wars. And honestly, just to keep their relationships perfect with them, I think. Like, and then it's crazy when they be like, okay, we're going to give $1 billion to this person, right? And then they don't even wait. They wait like a week later and say, okay, we're going to give another 20 billion to this. Like, they're not doing like, okay, here go 100 million here. Here go 200 million there. It's like black people are watching the Democratic Party give out $50 billion every other damn week to a country that we can't even spell or don't even know where the fuck it's from. And the eggs is $12. The water, like, bro, black people tired. Black people mad. Like, bro, you guys say you can't give money for reparations or give out money to any American regardless, but yet you just giving out billions like it ain't shit. Like, what? It's crazy. I'm reading comments, guys. I appreciate it. I'm on YouTube as well. Immigrants coming to America getting more resources than U.S. citizens. I mean, I've heard that. I've heard like they getting like loans and automatic approval for houses. Like they skipping the hood. They ain't got to deal with the American struggle. That's what I'm seeing and hearing from everybody. You guys have been going in too. You guys have been telling me that. Like they've been getting like. They go through TSA, they don't get no issue. We go through TSA, we got to get expected and stuff. We saying like I saw a video, a guy was like, said he was in Houston coming through immigration, and it was a whole bunch of like immigrants in front of him, different ones, Mexicans, Asian, whatever. He said they pulled my black ass to the side. Like, I'm like, bro, this is crazy. Like, out of all these immigrants coming to the country, I give them an American passport. I'm seeing all these other passports, but when they see me, brother, you got to pull it. He said, that's when I'm like, bro, we got a problem. He said, America has their door. I'm not knocking it. I'm married. My wife, I'm an immigrant in Colombia, in my wife's country. And if I bring my wife to America, she will be an immigrant. So it's like, I'm not knocking it. But I am a little upset that just because you get a scholarship, you from Sri Lanka, you from India, you from Sri Lanka, you from whatever, don't matter if you're Indian, Mexico, whatever, and then you get in America a full ride scholarship because you are from Mexico or from ever, and then they give you all these bonuses and kickbacks when it's a brother or sister in that same neighborhood can't even get help from the gut. Like, it's crazy how it's just unfair. Clearly, like, you can clearly see that. I think that there's more focus on the immigrant stuff than the American stuff, or even African American. I think that's another major reason why she lost the vote. She worked like the working poor black people, and then she threw Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Beyonce. That's why she got everybody except Nicki Minaj. Didn't Ice Spice do something for her? Or like she missing like two or three of the rap queens, and that was it. She got Taraji, like she was missing like three more of the main. I'm like, bro, they crazy. Like, how are you gonna use working poor blacks? Like, you don't even mention the working poor blacks. Like, I think she overestimated her hand. I think that she thought, oh, I'm kind of black. I'm a chameleon. They gonna trust me and all that. I'm gonna say I smoke weed with Snoop Dogg and hang out with all they rappers. Like, but she came off as unauthentic to me. I'm reading comments. To me, I agree. That's what most of the comments I'm reading on my Instagram right now. You guys have been saying she's unauthentic. And I felt like she was trying too hard. I think that she was fake. Like, I felt like you so unreal that your spirit can't fake it. You feel me? Like, we saw your spirit. Like, you genuinely are not going to be great for black people. That black people are willing not to vote for you or even believe, like, the Democratic Party is, I feel like they just had a bad run. I feel like, man, you guys got the thing, got the COVID. Y'all had 4 years to do your own thing, and then when it's time for the election, the whole time y'all just kept saying Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that. No, we actually y'all about right now. What's up with the economy now? And then even Joe Biden and Kamala, they was like, wait, well, we understand the economy is messed up, but we coming from this, and if you let him back in there, he gonna do that. Nah, he ain't in there. Y'all in there right now. Like, you trying to make me feel like he ain't in there. He finna be in there. So now you guys got something to say. You can say if he don't fix this, now y'all can say Donald Trump presidency, blah blah blah. But now y'all trying to blame him for something that he not even doing. He not even in the White House. Like, they whole, I think the game plan was off, bro. Like, I was like, man, I think they dropped the ball. Am I tripping? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I feel like she dropped the ball. Like, I kind of honestly feel like they plan, they strategy, they marketing, and then this is their attack. Whenever they say, how do you feel about reparations, Kamala Harris? Or they ask questions like, how do you feel about the Palestinian people in Israel? And then her response is like, she would say, Israel has a right to defend themselves. And we're going to make sure that they do that to the best of their abilities safely. I'm like, do you understand I'm an intellect and I've been to college and I got multiple degrees. I'm going to go get my master's degree. Do you know that violence and the right to protect yourself is not nice? Like, okay, we clearly can tell that Israel gave you money for your campaign. You lost the young vote because young people don't care about genocide. Young people want the world to kumbaya. We love, including me. I'm 36. We love. We want to love. We don't want murder. We don't want no war. But yet you funded it and tiptoeing around conversations and stuff. I think like that was her downfall. What you guys thinking? Let me read some comments. Somebody said, give me my 40 acres in the mill. Giving out millions and billions, but I can't even get food stamps. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, can't even get no FEMA benefits. Can't even get nothing. Like, can't even get nothing, bruh. And then it's funny because check this out. Remember back then with the stimulus checks? This is true. This is facts. Donald Trump gave us stimulus checks and we didn't have to pay them back, right? Remember, you got like 3 or 4 of them and you didn't have to pay them back. But when the other thing happened with Joe Biden, they gave you like a credit whatever, and you had to pay that back with your income tax coming back. Like, it's like, bro, the Democrats really screwed up. Like, around you, Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe. I don't know who the hell I am. Ain't nobody seen this man. This man is deteriorating. That man just waiting to get out of the White House. He couldn't wait to get from that screen. I don't know the last time I seen Joe Biden. After he was on that screen, we got to save Medicare. I meant Joe Biden. I don't know who I am. Do I go left or right? Like, after he was on stage, that was it. I ain't seen that man no more. So it's like, bro, and then I get what they did. Okay, we don't want to do an open Democrat or whatever because Vice President Kamala may be able to keep Joe Biden's number or better. But I'm like, bro, if she really was more visual and vocal, but she disappeared. Am I tripping? Chime in. Let me read. Let me scroll down to this comment. But am I tripping? Like this woman didn't show up until Joe Biden was slipping on stage. Like, and I'm like, I don't remember hearing or seeing her do anything for black people, number one. Number two, the only thing I remember from Kamala Harris is her pushing the LGBT community in Africa and Ghana. I remember following that story, and the Africans are not on board with that, of course. They definitely not on board with that. I noticed that's like the only story I can remember when it comes to Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign. I don't know what she's done for anybody or what laws or what. She just disappeared and just showed up when it was time to become president. Let me read y'all comments. So if student loans were forgiven and raised, a lot of credit scores would be up, just a little wiggle room, and people get out of debt and degrees don't even have employment. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they really dropped. I mean, he promised the student loan forgiveness, and a lot of people didn't get it. A lot of people did. You know, I know a few people that actually. I think you got to do a little bit of work, if I'm not mistaken, guys. You got to like actually apply for the student loan stuff. So just so you guys know, you may want to go to the website Navient and all that. You might be able to apply. It's not going to be just automatic. You still got to fill out Social Security card, numbers and stuff like that. So for my people that feel like, oh, Dean, forget my student loans, that's not like automatic anyway. So you probably want to even reach out to your student loan department and say, hey, did the government pass anything or say anything, or is there a form I can fill out for a loan forgiveness? You know, you got to do a little bit more work on your end to get out of debt, just to put that out there. I'm reading comments, guys. I appreciate y'all tuned in. Where y'all from? Y'all been going in on my Instagram, though. Let me go back on my Instagram and refresh this. Y'all, these comments is... I'm viral. I don't even got to post no more. We had 730 comments. You guys have been going in. Let me read some more. That 40 million in concert deal is killing me. Somebody said, okay, being the VP for Joe Biden hurt her. I agree. You said numbers say white women didn't show up in force. I mean, yeah, once you're doing like crazy campaigns, like white men for Kamala and white women for Kamala, like, bro, this is crazy. Like, I'm like, bro, they like, what? I remember I was saying that it was like, oh, we have a Zoom call of 5,000 white men, and each one of them giving $1,000 to Kamala. Like, God damn, that's bread. I'm like, so like, am I tripping? Like, I remember that campaign where it was like white men for Kamala, and they had like a Zoom call of like 1,000 white men giving out like 2 racks a piece. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. Somebody said racism and sexism. I will agree with you on that. Let's be real. America still deals with racism and sexism. And I kind of always, I mean, there's another comment that piggybacks off what I was going to say. They was like, they didn't want Hillary Clinton as a woman in president. You really think they was going to let Kamala Harris? I mean, from my research, I may make a YouTube video on it later just so you guys can see. But from my knowledge and my reporting and what I've been doing over these last couple of hours, is she is doing worse than Hillary Clinton was. But Hillary was definitely an actual presidential candidate who earned her way to the spot. To be real, let's just be real. Like, I'm not, Hillary was dirtier than the dirtiest of them all. But, you know, I will say that this woman actually put in that political work as a politician, you feel me, and earned her spot. But this woman was just handed and skated her way through with out there in California, out there with Montel, and then boom, I'm the vice president. Like, I don't know. It's just, it was too clean, I think. Am I tripping? Chime in. Can y'all hear me? Let me read some comments. I appreciate everybody tuned in, y'all. I am on YouTube. For the people that's watching me on YouTube, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We do have a Black Knowledge app coming out. Make sure you follow my page, Black Knowledge Network. I got an app coming out for you guys. It's a network platform. It's not going to be free. Check it out later. I got links tagged on my Instagram. Check it out. This live is mostly talking about the election and what are reasons why Kamala Harris lost. Appreciate it. Be safe out there, Gayla. So, you know, why do you think that she lost in your opinion? I mean, I was saying, like, she ain't said nothing for us. She ain't did nothing. Like, I mean, I don't know, man. I just really honestly, personally believe, in my humble opinion, that the Democratic Party did not have the best candidates. I just feel like they should have, instead of closing the doors on an open Democratic convention, they should have done that to make their chances better. I mean, it would have been rough having like a month or 2 weeks, let's be real, like 2 weeks to pick a different Democratic candidate, but I think that they would have been in a better situation if that was the case. You feel me? Because I feel like their marketing was wrong, their message was wrong, their delivery was wrong. Like I just felt like, in my humble opinion, as the Democratic Party was trying to get my vote and my people vote, they just was doing it wrong. Can y'all hear me out there? Give me a sound check for my people on Instagram and YouTube. I appreciate everybody tuned in. But yeah, I just felt like this comment right here, I agree with it. Somebody said everything. The reason why she lost because she's not qualified to be the president of the United States. And I mean, another comment says most U.S. people are not ready for a female president. It has nothing to do with moral values. I mean, it could be that. What y'all think? Can y'all hear me Instagram? Let me know. I don't know if I'm talking to real people on social media. I am running this live on my YouTube, so my people could come back and watch this. I appreciate the like button. I appreciate everybody tuned in. I will be posting more YouTube content just because I need to do that anyways, I think. But I appreciate everybody tuned in. Donald Trump is the president of the United States of America in the future. I think America was just tired of the what will be and what shall be and what will happen that ain't happening. Like this Moment Hill was not the best candidate for the Democratic Party. They just dropped the ball. I think Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe. I got amnesia. I don't know what's going on. Didn't help neither. And then her being the vice president and just showing up to become. I mean, they tried. That's why I think Michelle Obama and Barack Obama went in on us on this last week. Y'all remember they was like, black men, you need to get out and vote. Black women, it's a shame. Black men, your mama black, your sister black. You don't vote for her. I don't know why you ain't black, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's crazy, man. Like, that's crazy to blame us and get frustrated. Democrats do that, though. The Democrats get very frustrated when they get pinned in the corner when they're losing. And then they start blaming people. The black man don't vote us. The black woman don't vote. Like, the white women, like, they started playing the blame game when it's like, your whole delivery was trash. And that's why you lost. Most blacks I know, I ain't gonna lie, I hate to say it, but I'm being real. Most people I know in my circle voted for either Jill Stein, like myself, or Donald Trump. The intellectual, high frequency people. Most of the even regular Democrats was like, I don't know, man. She's not really saying nothing I like to hear. So I'm like, what do you mean? You blue? You team blue? Yo, you blue party? What you mean? You gotta vote for Kamala. You team blue? You voted for Joe Biden? You voted for Obama? But they telling me I'm not liking the candidate. I'm like, oh wow, okay. Y'all seeing what I'm saying, even though you're a Democrat. But okay. And then a lot of them just voted blue because their mama voted blue, their grandma voted blue. We blue people. This is what we do. We vote blue. And it's like, you got places like Georgia. I'm from Georgia. Atlanta has always been liberal. Most major cities are liberal. Houston, Atlanta, California, like even New York, like most major metropolitan cities, Chicago, it can go red. But if you go deep and look into the election, like I tell you guys, like I do, you go look, they got areas that will be blue, but the overall state is red. You feel me? Like Atlanta blue, because it's liberal. You can like live your life up there. You can be the best person you want to be, have no problem. But the rest of Georgia is red. And that's what, like, I think, like I said, me personally, I think the majority of the country is tired of inflation, tired of watching the government give out money to other countries. Like I kind of, and it's funny because I feel like that right there is an American issue. That's not so much African American, black. I want to make I'm gonna come back and make a video and talk about that. Talk about, like, I think African Americans got their own issues on top of that. Like, for example, you're not doing that for us. You're not supporting us. They still be killing black people. The police is showing up to black people's homes, their apartments, knocking on their door, and shooting and killing them in their own house with their kids and their family and their friends. We've watched this happen 4 goddamn times, and we ain't got one goddamn law that stops. Like if you a policeman and you shoot and kill a person of color, you automatically lose your pension. You're like, we're not holding these cops. Like, make a federal law that if a police officer kill an African American specifically, because we got issues in the world, like we need to say that in the law that this person get they pension white clean. It don't matter how many years they served. I don't care if they retire tomorrow. I don't care if they tomorrow and next week. Not because that'll stop that shit. They won't be shooting no more. Ain't no way in hell you finna be a no damn police officer for 18 years and then you shoot a 19-year-old kid named Trayvon Brown walking the damn street. You gonna stop that shit. I think they need to put a harsher laws on that. I think that, like me, I'm not really concerned so much about the border. I kind of think that they kind of getting that under control. You know, I think they both wrong about that. I think Donald Trump with this, they're eating the animals, they killing whatever. Every country got jobs that different people do, but I really don't like that they are getting the benefits that black people don't get. You know, you literally got black people struggling in apartments, and then you got Mexicans and Indians and people who have nothing. They have nothing. They come over here and get I-10 numbers, and then they get social security numbers, and then they go to the bank and they get them a $30,000 loan. And you're a black man, they got not one loan, not one debt, nothing. You go to the bank, they won't even give you 10 goddamn dollars. And you're an American. So it's like, I see that. But, you know, it's like, bro, it's sad. It's sad that what the Democratic Party put themselves in. Me, myself, like I said, I lean more towards the independent. I really love what Jill Stein has been preaching, speaking. She's been on Black Park. I don't know. Look, Jill Stein is the only one I have seen on 5 major black podcasters like myself that go in on this shit. I've seen she got a whole reparations plan on her website. I read Kamala shit. She ain't got nothing going on. I read Donald Trump shit. He ain't got nothing. And it's like, okay, I know in my soul I'm an independent. I'm a green person. I'm not going to even deny it. That's why I said with pride out loud, I'm voting green. I'm green. I'm independent all day because I really don't like the red people and I don't like the blue people. The blue people pretend to be my people's friends, but do nothing for my people. That's what I see. That's what I see. And then the blue people like to tell everybody else, if you don't vote blue, the red people gonna get in and just ruin the world. And it's like, well, not really. And the red people don't really do that for us. So it's like, when I see in the 36 years on this planet for me, red and blue have not done anything for my people. So I can say with utmost confidence in 2028, if Jill is still running or other people still running, I'm gonna be voting whoever, probably green. I know me. I'm not playing this red blue shit no more. We're not doing this. Y'all ain't talking no black shit at all. The Green Party is talking black shit. For real, for real. Dead ass, y'all. Like, you might not know. You might be like, they don't get enough numbers. I feel you, but I go with people that talk black shit. I keep it real. Name my company Black Knowledge, goddammit. The fuck you mean? Like, that's me. Like, the fuck out of here. Like, they literally say African Americans need this. Like, Jill Stein is talking about the murdering. Jill Stein is talking about the killing. Jill Stein is talking about Gaza, Palestine. Wait, man, this woman is literally talking about, I don't care that she white with gray hair. This woman is talking about the shit that I want to be talked to about as a voter. Like, you know what I'm saying? These other cats is going back and forth. She talking about Donald Trump this and what will be and what has be. And I come from a middle class family. And when I almost graduated high school, my mama was able to buy a house. Like, man, bro, that woman repeated herself the whole election. I think she worried about abortion for too much. I think that was another thing. Like I said, they got a bad candidate. You know, just bringing up all them celebrities. You ain't talking about the working poor, but you trying to bait the working poor. Talking about I got to earn the black person vote. You didn't earn it, and that's where you at. But let's switch for a second, guys. Did you guys see the U.S. Senate and the House also switched up? I'm trying to keep you guys still updated. They're still updating some of these states, even though Donald Trump has won. I think like my prediction is Kamala Harris 226 and Donald Trump 312 at the end of the day when they get all the votes in. That's what I feel. But we'll see. Because Hillary got 226 last time. Let me see here. Hillary versus Donald Trump. Guys, bear with me. I'm looking at these numbers real quick. Let me see here. Numbers. Yeah. Trying to make sure. I want to see Hillary Clinton's numbers, voting numbers, voting. Because if I'm not mistaken, I might even do a video on this later because she did not do good at all. In 2016, yeah, it was about around the same. He got 304, she got 227. I say it's going to be 226, 312, or 310, but we'll see. The map looked damn near the same, guys. Like when I'm looking at the Donald Trump Hillary Clinton map, I mean, it literally looked like the same map today. Like it literally looked the same. Like if I'm not mistaken, I really feel like she lost the same way Hillary Clinton lost, but in a worse manner. And her not coming out to speak, Hillary did that real quick. So she must be really embarrassed and sad and upset right now for her not to come out and speak yet. Somebody said, I think like you said, she lost more votes than gained, than acting half black and all this. And I mean, I think, like I said, from what I've been reading and seeing, guys, most Americans have been concerned about the economy. That's what I'm saying. She was so focused on women's abortion rights that she forgot to push the economy. And then, most black men and women, men in general, are big on investing. We're big on the economy. We're big on our investment stocks, cryptocurrency. I think she dropped the ball on that and thought that this blue wall and just white women and people who vote blue just gonna vote for me. I think she underestimated her hand. That's what I honestly believe when it comes to the Democratic Party. Y'all up in here, let me read some comments. I appreciate everybody tuned in. Please make sure you subscribe to the Black Knowledge YouTube channel. Yeah, I mean, I'm speaking the truth, but a lot of people don't want to hear it. And people want to judge me. Well, we lost because you voted green. What are you? Green is talking about what I want to talk about. Like, why are you shaming me for my vote? When this woman, I didn't even push her. Have you guys not noticed? I didn't even push Jill Stein on y'all because Black Knowledge will never influence any presidential election, and I will not use my political my influence. I know I got over 500,000 followers, but I will never tell anybody on these platforms who to vote for. You feel me? I will not tell one person on this platform to vote for who they vote for, and I will not shame you if you vote for Kamala, Jill, or Donald Trump. You like what you like, you support what you support, just like how I do. We all got a right to do that. So to sit here and say, fuck you because you vote this, fuck you because you vote that, that's BS, man. That's BS, y'all. So I really hope that the country goes in a better place for us in general, wherever that may be. I hope that inflation drops. I hope, many of these wars stop, maybe. We'll see. Let me read this. Yeah, you said, yeah, she definitely forget yeah, man, I really think that she was focusing on the wrong things, guys. But I appreciate everybody tuned in. It was a good conversation. Check the full video out on YouTube for the people that's on Instagram. Again, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you tuned in. Great having this conversation about you. I'll keep dropping more news as more news keeps coming out. We have an anime coming out. We got the Black Knowledge Network coming out. Please click the links to my YouTube channel. Check out blackknowledge.com. Grab you a shirt. It's one love. I appreciate everybody. Peace.